Hello everyone, and welcome to another week of Australian Real Estate News Weekly Highlight. Today in Sydney is very hot. I think the weather is about 35 degrees, or if not even more. And I was literally sweating on the street when I was going to different sites over the weekend. But what's even hotter is actually the market at the moment. We'll get into it. There's a lot to cover this week. I will be very quick. And hope you can feel the same as what I hope is instead of sitting here doing this, just jump up and start to buy properties. Before we start, please make sure you subscribe to our channel, and that will be a very good support for us. We really appreciate it if you can do that, and also forward the messages to us, or forward the video to your friends, or just check out the comments, leave some comments there for us to go over next time so we know where to improve. And also thank you for Plus Agency. Their website is now online at plusagency.com.au. Plus is a company that specializes in high-end residential, especially apartment market, waterfront properties. If you have any needs, please give them a call. No further ado, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing is David Sharman sells Paddington Terrace prior to auction after 1 week on the market. This is how fast the property is going for in Sydney at the moment. Auctions that finish up in 8 minutes, properties that are being sold in 1 week. It's just all over town, everywhere is just quick. And the price is breaking records again. For this one, this is the Liberal MP for Wentworth, David Sharman. And he has sold his terrace, which is roughly sitting on 120 square meter block, which wasn't big at all. And the price was sold is $3.15 million. And this is just crazy. And this terrace only had 2 bathrooms, no ensuite, and there's no off-street parking neither. So a decent price. And the agent has recently sold about $30 million worth of sales in just 1 week now. And this is what it to be like a real estate agent in Sydney. If you can get a listing, if it's a good listing in a good area, you expect it to go really quickly. The original price gap for this property is only 2.8 million, and this one buyer in particular offers 3.15 million, which is way ahead of anyone else. Make the owner cancel the auction, which is supposed to go at the 3rd of March. Another one, let's take a look at this one. So never seen condition like this. Dated house sells for $600,000 over the reserve in a Fnatic auction. Before we start, I'd just like to take you to have a quick look at the property. Like we've been talking about for a few weeks now, there's a lot of broken down property. There's a lot of old houses that was on the market. And then surprisingly, all these properties are attracting more buyers than good properties during the year of 2018 or 2019. There are like 60, 70 people coming to an inspection for this particular house. The owner has been living there for like 54 years. And then she didn't even remember how much they paid for it. All she remembers is like one time they owned about $14,000 on the property, and now it was sold for $2.5 million. It's absolutely crazy. Even the owner themselves think about, they were hoping it would go for 1.9 million, but never thought it would be by that much. This is in Ashfield, a broken down little house. Monaville, beachfront apartment, sells at the Hammer for more than $1 million over the reserve. A lot of properties in Monaville wouldn't even reach the $1 million mark. And this particular old style unit has actually been sold $1 million above the reserve. The auction was taking place in a beautiful beachfront lawn with a lot of group buyers, attending the auction. And then if we look at the condition of the place, it's clean, it's neat, but there's nothing particular new. There's no ranch wood, no nothing. The view is absolutely good. It's on the beachfront, but we're talking about a price point at about 2.61 million after the crazy auction with the price guide at only 1.6 million. And this is just what Sydney is like at the moment. All right, let's go to have a look at the next one. Northern Beach, finally, we have 80% clearance rate, we have 90% clearance rate, and by today, in this area, Northern Beaches has finally posted 100% clearance rate as each buyer bounce. So obviously, we don't have to go into details. There's plenty of places that are being sold about the reserve, go under hammer, and then 100% auction clearance rate is just, on 25 auctions is just absolutely remarkable. And even after so many years I am in the real estate industry, this is the first time I'm seeing something with 25 auctions all go through, regardless what condition it is, over one weekend. Yeah, so there's houses that's price guide at 1.8 million, sold for 2.185, $535,000 above reserve, and then one of the single level home starting at 1.65 million attracts 235 inspections and 50 contracts was handed out, and it sold before auction to a local couple. This thing is just not news anymore. This is more about just reading through what's happening, and it looks like it's a bit repetitive, but this is what exactly happens all over town. St. Ives, let's go to North Shore to have a look. We have this beautiful home in St. Ives with a mini golf course. The owner get a $5.5 million payday, a brand new house. So it looks like, in October 2019, which was not a good time, but it wasn't that long ago, the buyer with the big dream of project shelled out $2.25 million for knockdown property in St. Ives. Now, this 6-bedroom home sitting on a 1,537 square meter site has engaged luxury people coming to buy it, and at the end of the day, this beautiful place has sold with a mini golf course and a brand new design for $5.5 million, only 16 months after they bought a property. I don't know what to say. They doubled their money easily. The price guide was about 4.5 to 4.95, and now it was sold for a much higher price than what they originally expected. It's absolutely beautiful house, and it's very good to finally see some new houses in the record price for a change. Public housing, so go all the way to the west. Blacktown, a shack has sold for 1.301 million at auction with 36 bidders. So you can see even a broken down places like this is a public housing at 27 Swinson Road, Blacktown, has been sold for 1.301 million, sitting on 803 square meter of land, with 35 people coming in to bid it. The median price in Blacktown is only about 720,000. So this broken down sort of public housing has been sold for almost double of what the average or the median price of the suburb is. And the price guide is only 850,000. What more can I say? Bitcoin entrepreneur Kyle Warwick reviewed a $16.5 million buyer of Shane Solomon Taramara Mansion. So he is the guy that actually invented the Bitcoin trading or currency exchange platform Synetics, and then with Bitcoin almost increased the prices by 1,000% in a year. It looks like now the money is flooding out of the Bitcoin or the share market and it goes into property market. So we will see a lot of money that's coming out of all these tradings and then landed into actual assets. So this is another record prices for this area, and obviously I don't think this will be the first time or the last time this happens. In this year, when the money sort of start to hit up in stock trading or currency trading or any other format of trading, it will become something that's a little bit different than the previous years, which means the money will go into asset rather than going back to all these platforms. And we'll see about that at the end of the year. American entrepreneur Easton Double Bay house smashed street record by $3 million. It's not sold for $3 million. It smashed the street by $3 million. It's located on 39A Carlota Road in Double Bay. We actually have a listing in that area, which is a house that can be changed into 2 duplex. It looks like the owner now is going to consider a new price, because originally he was only expecting somewhere around 6 million, and now this street record sitting on just 324 square meter land has been sold for $9.725 million under the hammer. The guy that was on $8 million smashed street record by 3 million. It looks like this area is going into a brand new change, and looks like you know, the eastern suburb are going into a new level of forensics at the end of the year, and at the beginning of the year, and probably will go into something even crazier at the later of the year. We'll see about that. Okay, stockbroker Rob has $20 million Beverly Hills mansion sold. So this is another eastern suburb sale. It was sold by 16th of February. It was $20 million according to an independent source, and that tops up to the River Double Bay $33 million sale in just 3 days, which is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Located on 144 Victoria Road. You know, last year with the price guide of 20 million, and now it was sold for 20 million. Sydney auctions, underbidder buys house next door after Rose duplex sells for $810,000 over reserve. We're talking about Rose. So Rose is an area sort of in the northwest area of Sydney. There's a lot of new apartments down there. There's a lot of new developments down there. But for duplex, that was sold for $3.41 million, $810,000 above the reserve. It's just still shocking. It's just very, very shocking. But what's even crazier is that the minute the underbidder lost the auction, they went the next door and offered $3.32 million for the identical duplex, and it was sold as well. So that smashed the street record, that smashed every record that's there. And then looks like areas like Rose are now putting themselves into the multi-million-dollar map now. You know, for people who are interested in this area, you know, I understand there's a lot of other listings available. Please check online to see if you can get anything else that's in that area at an undervalued suburb, which are about to boom. Looks like from the news of it. And last of the last, shortage of property listings in autumn could have big impact on Sydney market. So there are less and less properties being available on the market at the moment because, like you said, like what people see, you know, we have driveways that's being listed for sale. We have broken down houses that's smashing the median prices of the suburb. It looks like whatever that's coming out to market is being sold. And at the end of the day, there's just not that many opportunities for people on the market anyway. So it looks like the autumn will be another hot time for the property. Only exception is unfortunately just not many listings available. So for people that decided to sell, like what we talked about last week, I think it's a good time to put your property on the market across Sydney, whether it's Baulkham Hills or whether it's Eastern Suburb, or whether it's Lower North Shore, Upper North Shore. This is the time that people are looking for properties. And hopefully we can get some good money for people who own houses and decide to sell at the moment. And we're looking for more investors in the market to join this hot end of summer and even hotter beginning of autumn. All right, so that's wrap up for pretty much today's Australian real estate news weekly highlight. Please check out the more videos on our YouTube channel, Sydney Resi. If you're interested, please make sure to subscribe, and then I'll see you next week. Thank you.